What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool live stream / video. And today we're back in Golden Valley with a very fun and interesting episode and a very exciting episode as I hope to finish up the final details and open up the park. So what we're going to be doing today is literally just getting the park prepped to open it up. So what we have to do is make sure everything is getting detailed and finished, and then we can get along to opening the park. So we're going to do the last couple of things we need to do, and that's just a lot of like detailing on some of mainly the entrance building and everything like that, just to give it a good feel. And before I want to make sure the park feels like it is ready for opening. So that's going to be my main goal. So we're going to try and get around into that. I want to make sure this is kind of engulfed in some trees. That way it looks like the parking lot's ready to go as well. So anyways, here we go. So just a couple of trees to get us started with the final details here. I wanted to add just some of the empty areas where the trees are going to be replanted and growing back. Hopefully that way the park looks nice and fancy. I'm going to keep that area open just in case. So that's going to be cool like that. And then what we need to kind of do is, anyways, so that's done right there. We're gonna go ahead and go into here and actually edit this building. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the Planet Coaster sign, just there was just a placeholder for whatever reason. And I actually added a couple of images just for fun because I wanted to see how they looked. Alright, so I'm going to be updating Westwood here pretty soon with some of these custom images, logos that I made. So I want to show these off if you haven't seen them already for Westwood. If you haven't seen the Westwood cinematic video that just got posted like literally about not even a full hour ago, go check it out. It is amazing. I put a lot of work and effort into it, especially on some of these logos that Sapphire Jess helped me with creating. There's Nova Luna's, which is actually really cool. Dr. Strani's Nova Luna looks pretty cool. I didn't get all of them in here. I didn't get Iron Ghosts in there because I'm too lazy and was a little bit short on that. So user videos that didn't show up. I guess I didn't use the correct format for that, but that's okay. But yeah, so really cool. I also got the Westwood logo in there as well, which is cool, and I'm very excited. But yeah, I'm very excited for. I thought Mining Missions was actually really cool. Like, it turned out really good. We probably spent about maybe 30 minutes on that sign. Really fun. But I'm very excited. But anyways, I got a question. What's your favorite part about Golden Valley, and what are you looking forward to doing in the park? That's a very great question. My favorite part about it, quite honestly, is probably the water show, at least what I've built so far in it. I think that's really cool. I mean, it doesn't get cooler than that we can actually make like water shows and fireworks and everything like that. It's awesome. So that's really nice. And I'm hoping to improve my building skills while I build this. And what I'm looking forward to is really watching this park expand throughout the years. And, you know, it's gonna be similar to Central Ridge, where you're gonna see some new construction going on. We're gonna have an announcement each year for what's new in the park each and every season. So it's gonna be really fun, some really fun, cool things like that I think is gonna be really awesome. So I lied. We're not going to go just into that. I actually want to do this real quick, which is, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, and I'm going to split this from the build. I'm going to go in here. Wait, did I already split it from the, no. I want to, is this a different part of the, okay, never mind. I'm going to split this from the building, because I'm going to be having to do this. I just want to line these up to make sure they're lined up with this. And then we're going to do the same to the other side as well. Over here, I guess I'll just do the same thing on this side instead. That way it makes things just a little, that's right, I had different things here. So I'm going to do this, we're going to split this from the building, and then we're going to just duplicate that over here and line that up. This one's just a little bit tad further forward than the other one on the side, but we're not going to really notice that. So we're just going to keep that the way it is. So now we're just going to expand this fence all the way down to line up here, even if it's gonna, but right there, that'll be good. All right, so we're gonna go to this side and do the same thing. That way we have this all covered up the way that we need it to. So my goal at the end of this video, which you've probably seen in the title, is to get to park opening, and that means we're going to finish up the last couple details that we need to finish up and get to the last details of the park before opening, and then we'll get on to the even more impressive stuff. So the funner part that we've been waiting for, that's what we're gonna try, what I want to get into. There we go. That's nice and detailed. But anyways, here we go. Onwards to the fun part that I've been neglecting forever, and that is just detailing this little entrance building up a little bit more. I don't know why I've been really neglecting this, because I just needed to do it. So what I'm going to try and do is do something that I've never been able to do successfully, and that's kind of create a nice sign. And I'm going to make this just a little bit easier on me. I'm going to, let's see, make this a G. We'll see how this turns out. Probably not very well. This is going to be very blocky. That's the only thing, is that this is probably going to turn out a little bit blocky. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a sign here. It's going to just literally read GV, so it's just going to be like the initials for Golden Valley. It doesn't look too bad blocky. And a V should be pretty easy to make here. I would expect it to be pretty easy to make. So keep your eyes out. After I finish this live stream, I'm going to go ahead and stab into a give a stab back into the only Arrow Valley. I know someone asked about it just a little while ago, actually. So, but yes, I'm gonna get back into that. So just be looking forward to it and keep your eyes peeled and keep tuned in, because I have to get back into that very soon. Otherwise, people are gonna be, which they've already have, wondering where it's gone to. I don't know how I feel about this GV up here. Excuse me. And the reason why I didn't use like any other custom signs is because I wanted a nice kind of like a 3D sign, if that makes sense. There we go. Might even change the color of that. So, anyways, if you haven't checked out the Westwood cinematic video, go check that out. Just posted about 30 minutes ago. An hour ago. It's been about an hour. So, anyways, go check that out if you haven't. It is up. It's finally here. People have been waiting for that forever. So it's been like 2 months. People have probably been waiting for that, and it is finally here. So I encourage everyone to go check that out before it's too late. I don't know, it would never actually be too late because it's not going anywhere, but just go check it out. It's amazing. And I don't mean to like promote myself and stuff, but and I do, yes, I will make a logo for Golden Valley. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And that's probably what's going to be going on this sign right here, probably, is actually the actual logo. And then this one I might just keep as like a little gulpy projection screen or something. I don't know. Just something fun. So that's just a placeholder for right now, and it's going to be really, really cool. So the Westwood cinematic video just was, it was a pain in the butt. It really was, and that's why it took so long, is because I did my best to make it the best it could possibly be. Finding the correct music for it was very hard. I was literally sitting here for hours trying to find some decent music that, you know, that wouldn't get flagged for copyright. There's a lot of music I could have used if it wasn't for copyright, but since there is copyright, I did have to try and really look into some really, it's hard to really find some good music that make the V black. I don't know if I should make the V black. Probably wouldn't look good, but let's see how it looks. Not saying it's a bad suggestion, I just don't think it would turn out good, because it's not gonna pop that well. Yeah, it just doesn't pop enough, well enough for me. And then the V's kind of awkwardly shaped. But copyright does suck a lot, but it does make sense for creators that you know, that people don't want them making money off of some of their creations. So that's kind of where it comes to that. So I mean, if you created some music and stuff, you wouldn't want anybody just to be able to take it and claim it as their own and make money from it. No. You know, that's where copyright comes from. But, you know, it'd be nice to be able to just use it in your videos, creating something of your own, you know, and it's just nice to have that music. But anyways, not my place to, you know, say anything, but alright, I made these just for fun. I don't think I really need them there. So we're just going to go in here and decorate the back of this. I'm just going to place a lot of windows for this, and we'll see, go from there. Let's kind of take a little bit from here and actually kind of duplicate what we did on over there on that sign, on that side, and go over here on this side with it. Alright, so back to this side. We'll make this as symmetrical as we can. And usually I just line these up with the other windows. That way you get a feel for the actual floors here. But it's looking quite nice. Let's get some of these trims in here. Of course you would do that. Yep, so we're just gonna go in here and do it ourselves, because this doesn't want to work the way that I would wish it would. So so we're just gonna go in here and do it ourselves. Handmade by ourselves. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this, not that, but take this and use it in lots of other spots, because you gotta make the back of the building, anything that's visible has to look good. I kind of want to put a sign or something over here that is gonna say, like, you know, thanks for visiting, or something something like that. So let's go to wall signs and see what we can find. I need something kind of large. I always liked this sign. It resembles Westwood too much because I did do that on Westwood with that exact same sign. These signs are just too big. Or they just don't fit well. Maybe this one? Let's see. Thanks. Let's see. Thanks for... Let's see if I can even fit this on here. Visit. Thanks for visit. Man, that's the one thing. You can't fit everything on here sometimes. Ah, we'll get rid of that. We don't need no signs like that. In fact, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and keep the... I just love the screens so much. I'm just going to place them over these, kind of like an advertising screen. So we'll put a movie on here. Well, actually, we can, yeah. Well, let's just do... Maybe I should create some custom... actually create some custom videos with some actual, like, thanks for visiting, all animated and stuff. If I can create some animated stuff, I'm like, wish I could. I'm not great at animating, but Missy Good Donuts. She doesn't have a shop here, but she's gonna advertise a little bit. See, that's how those are gonna look. That looks good. Looks awesome. So we're gonna go back to editing to the building real quick because those look nice, looking good. And we need to fill in this spot with something, anything. Let's just use some wooden posts here. And we'll put them on both sides. I don't know why one of them didn't go, but there we go. All right, back to just a variety of windows in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and search for the awnings and see if I can't add something fancy here. Now that is fancy. Add some awnings on that one, on those. Just like though. It's like though. I can't even talk, no, just straight. What else do we have here? Too piratey, too western. Can I make it all the same color? Yeah, I can. Just adds awnings always just like add a little bit more depth to the building, so I always go cheap with that. So we'll just go with it. And I'm gonna keep the same trend that I had on the other side, and that's have these windows up here. Center that up just a little bit. It's gonna be perfect, like dead center. There you go, that's a fun little entrance building. And now I get the task of filling some of this in just a little bit more. Well, we're gonna place some trees down. That tree will be good. Where's all my trees? There they are. I couldn't find like half the trees because I can't see. Okay, that's not going to go on sideways like that. I hate align to surface when placing trees sometimes. It can be helpful in certain situations, but this situation, no. Alright, let's get a couple of different ones. I like these sometimes. These look look good. And just get a couple of different variety of those same types of trees in there. And then we can, you know, even add something different every once in a while. So there we go. Awesome. Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of actually work on these backstage areas just a little bit. It's actually going to fit pretty well. It's not even part of the same building. Ah, how cool is that? That way those can go out there and they can actually come in here. And I think I'm thinking about putting some sort of gate there. That way they cannot actually, or guests cannot actually enter that area. So we're going to create... Of course that would happen, but we're going to create this. I'm actually just going to go ahead and go in terrain and see if I can't like patch this up to where it's going to be an okay thing. Like they just had trouble with foundations, so they just threw some gravel down or something. Just to fix it somewhat. Alright, let's add a fence on this side as well. I think it's part of the same building. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. So let's go over here. Let's get rid of that. I need to be in wall pieces. And we're just going to get this backstage area complete. And Hat's Fantastic doesn't get one because they're not a place where they need trash cans really or bins or anything. If they do, they can go over next door to Pizza Pen. Or I can just say that these two are connected. I guess I should patch this up since there's a empty hole there. There we go. Okay, so those are going to be the only backstage areas of the park at the moment, since it is kind of a smaller little section here. And the only parts that are going to be back here is quite literally the Ferris wheel and stuff like that. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding some path elements that we don't actually really have just yet. So I'm thinking about adding a small fence around the fountain, because I feel like guests can literally just climb onto these rocks and get right into the water, which isn't a huge unrealistic thing, but I want to secure safety a little bit more for my guests. So I'm thinking about adding a border, just a small border around this. Just a small one. See, I guess I'll go on the outside over here. See how well this even fits in place. I probably can't do it too well. This back part is gonna be a little bit harder because it's out just a little bit further. So we'll keep that one a little bit separate. But that's going to be cool. And let's add a nice looking fence around here. So we're going to go here and we're going to type in fence in the scenery and see what we can find. We got this small fence, but I kind of, again, want to go with the metal fence just because it works so well. So we'll just create a fence around here, and I think I'm actually going to sink these down just a little bit. Maybe not. And if you want to build these a little faster, just keep copying and pasting more of them as you go along. Like, boom, look at this. Of course, you're going to have to select less as you get to your destination. And then let's just patch this up with a smaller fence at the end. There we go. And now we get to work on the other sides a little bit. Why this one is taller, I don't know. Alright, I could possibly have just copy and pasted the entire gate. I can do that for this side, no problem, and I'll be able to do it for the other side, no problem, so. But I just want to add a fence around here just so guests can't get in this area. Providing for their safety. Just so they can't, like, fall into the water and die or something. As amusing as some people think that is, for some reason, I am not one of those. I never enjoyed, you know, actually murdering my guests that much, as a lot of people did when they played the old Roller Coaster Tycoon games and stuff like that. I never enjoyed that because, you know, I was raised correctly. That's the way I like to view it. Alright, let's just... We're going to go ahead and copy this whole section. And this... Oh gosh, nope. It's always hard to select stuff sometimes when you want just certain things selected. Okay, got that. And that end is good as well, so I'm going to go ahead and place this on the other side. And what I'm actually going to do is split this from the building and actually pull this out just a little bit more. So I'm going to take this, pull it out just a little bit more. Just like so. And then we just got to connect these ends properly. Which I got a solution for this just a little bit better. Might even make it look good. As we'll just put these like cornerstones. That way we don't even have to worry about it. These will actually look pretty nice too. And we can actually put like, you know, lights or something, like path lights or something on them. Which will be nice. So for some reason that was kind of weird. But, well, some guests will probably be walking through this just a little bit if they walk too close on the path. But there's nothing on the insides here that will actually attract guests, so they might not really walk around here anyways. So that might be alright, but it's okay if they do or not. Doesn't really matter to me. But we're all talking about roller coasters in the chat, I can see, but there's not going to be any roller coasters just yet. Again, this is going to be similar to Central Ridge, and if you recall that park, we didn't really have any roller coasters right off the bat. We had a small one at one point, but that came just a little later on, actually, I believe. But it was still nice to have. It was still nice. Okay, so we're just going to add some park benches and trash cans on the sides here. Doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. Just symmetrical enough. So I'll have those on the ends. And now for lighting, I think we got should have plenty of trash cans here at the entrance or here at here. So I'm gonna go ahead and save the park. Golden Valley. All right. We're nice and saved. Now we get to a very important part that I think is really important, obviously, and that is actually lighting in the park. As you can see, we don't have any lights on the entrance just yet, and that's kind of an issue. So, and then we need some lighting here in the parking lot as well. So we're gonna work a little bit on that, and then I'm thinking about putting some sort of fencing. I might even continue the hedge coming down the hill there. But we're going to focus on lighting right now. So I'm going to get some spotlights here and see what we can do. Some really cool lights that we can actually mess with, which will be always fun to light up your rides just a little bit more as well, is always a good thing. So if I want to light up the Ferris wheel just a little bit more, we can do that. Oops. Just trying to get this to work. So we can place some spotlights here in the corner just to illuminate. We're going to illuminate the Ferris wheel just a little bit more. Right here in those corners. That way it really lights up, and it's also got the lights already on it, so that would be really nice as well. We need to light up the queue line over here just a little bit at the same time. I always like these. I always thought this generic light was pretty nice. Oh gosh, excuse me. Sorry. But this generic light was always very nice to have. And it puts out quite a bit of light. So I'm going to twist this around and just have some on both sides. On the entrance, or the queue line side, and the exit side. Got to keep our paths well lit so our guests can actually see everything going on. So we're going to actually place some on the edges here as well in this section. And there we go. Nice lit queue line. So that's looking good. We can also add some path lights over by our park benches. That way guests can still see while they're sitting down. Alright, so I want to take these now and also do them on the other side. Where'd my lamp go? There it is, the street. We're going to do it on this side at the same time. I kind of want these a bit symmetrical with each other, but they don't have to be 100% perfect. As perfect as I can get them, though. There we go. And then I'm gonna get something I saw from Silverette is actually get some of these wall lights. Kind of like what he did for Koali Beach when he was illuminating that park in one of his episodes. He actually added a lot of lighting, and this was kind of one neat thing that he did. He actually put some lights in the and some of the curbs or walls, which is always kind of neat. It's a neat little thing to do. Look at that water show. Looks really cool. Very exciting. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. We need to light up. Now, I don't think I'm going to change the light on the Ferris wheel. We can try it. It's got its own lights, but I don't think we need to. Gosh darn it. I kind of wanted to keep it regular lights because I feel like they work a little bit better. Because my goal was to illuminate the Ferris wheel, and changing the color just kind of, I don't know. There we go. Alright, let's put some lights on the back of this sign. Looking out for my guests to make sure everything is well lit. So let's go to the building lights here. See, we could just place down some area lights. I'm gonna dim them just a pinch. That way they're not too bright. There we go. And that area is looking pretty lit. Pretty well lit. And I kind of want to add a little bit of lighting within these trees here, or within these gardens. That way, these have some interesting colors. I like the green. I think the green will look kind of cool. And this gardening area. My goodness, cannot figure out what I'm trying to say. And it would just add a little bit more cool colors to the Ferris wheel as well. At ground level. Alright, I don't think I put one of these end ones over here just yet. Yeah. That looks pretty good. And these signs are nice and lit. Alright, so let's try and light up the exit here just a little bit. Alright, so what we can do... Oh, those billboards weren't lit up. Just trying to darken the illumination here just a pinch. That way they're not overly lit in those areas. So that would be cool there. And let's see if we can't use like one of these spotlights on the Ferris wheel. Give it a really cool feel to it. Alright, Let's see. As for lighting on this, what should we do? Oh gosh. Some really cool color here. The blue looks kind of neat. The red just looks fiery red. I could do multiple colors and place some multiple ones down. The blue one looked pretty sick though. I wish something that would be really cool if we could have lights that could actually change color. So you could like select a couple colors and it'll actually change into those different colors as you go along. That'd be kind of cool. Just a nice idea for you Frontier if you're ever looking at some cool lighting ideas. Just saying. Okay, so now I can put some more cool lights this way. So I'm going to put some spotlights against the supports here. And boom, this instantly becomes a little bit more lit up. So we'll do the middle one here, except I'm going to make this probably a different color. Holy crap, that's very bright. Maybe we should just stick with a dimmer white. Make that just a little dimmer. Because that was just a little bit too bright. And then we'll just add some area lights on the corners here. Just to illuminate it just a little bit better. And I'm going to do the same with this one over here. There we go. Now the entrance is nice and lit up. And you can see the shops look really, really cool. I did some interesting lighting with them. That way they're nice and awesome. And then, of course, you have the water show, which is going to be really, really cool as well. So we got our nice little shopping village complete with a Ferris wheel. And I can't wait to transform this more into an epic theme park or amusement park, whichever one that we end up going with. I don't think there's any real wrong way to go with that, so. Alright, so we're going to do that to this side real quick as well. These are nice little generic lamps for just about anything. But the park is illuminating quite nicely, so that's a good thing. Now we're just going to add some lamps over here in the parking lot. Just line them up with the trees here. We'll put them on both sides. Try and make them even. As even as I can here. See if I can't select this one, and yeah, that'll make things just a tad bit easier. That way I can just add them over here. And that'll do it for the lighting in the parking lot. We don't need anything too intense or insane there. Alright, now I'm going to try and see what I can do here with the hedges for this. I'll kind of try and do the same thing I did with the sidewalk, and that's just kind of, you know, form it up here as it goes down. Since this path is just slightly kind of terraformed with some interesting kind of terrain. And this won't be too hard. Doesn't even have to be super perfect, just gotta kind of line it up a little bit. That way all this area is kind of blocked off in a sense. That'll work. Alright, so I'm just now gonna go to the other side here. Do the same thing real quick. Except this hedge goes too far out, but we can fix that. That'll be an easy fix. No problemo there. Let's angle you down just a little bit. Maybe not that much. There we go. Alright, we're going to set the lighting back to day here real quick. I worked so hard on that sidewalk, and you're not going to see a ton of it because of these hedges. But that's okay. But the hedges look nice. As long as we have a beautiful park, I don't think guests are going to complain too much about much of anything else. There we go. And now I'm going to see where we're at now. I don't know if I'm missing too much, but it's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and go in to the buildings here and actually delete these tile sets since we're not using them anymore. I kept them just in case, but we're not going to need them anymore. So I can delete those. There we go. Excellent. And now going back to PM here, I need to add some lights on the sides here as well. That way those are going to be okay. So let's go back to scenery. And we're going to place more street lamps. Just keep them aligned with the ground here. And I still need to fix that corner hedge, which is an easy fix. Ah, that's right. I covered that up on purpose. I remember now. It's okay. Okay, so let me go into here and I'm gonna go to editing this building section. We're gonna go scenery, and I'm gonna add some box lights here as well. Sync these in on these. Because this path, the large amount of path gets just kind of dark, so we're going to illuminate them at least as best as we can. So that looks kind of neat, looks cool, looks hip, and now I kind of want to add another texture over here. I'm actually going to go, I got one in mind. I'm going to turn it back to daytime so we can get a little bit of a better viewing. I just like to change the, when I change path textures, I like to have something in between them, just to make a kind of a smooth transition between the two paths. Kind of like so. Alright, is that gonna have fighting textures? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Even if it did, it wouldn't be a huge deal. There we go. So let's take a look here. GV should be lit up. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not. But I see what you mean. So what I'm gonna do here is actually go to scenery. I'm going to use these box lights again, but we're going to use these for a different reason. We're going to actually color these up. Can't really see them too well. But they are lights. So we're just gonna try and light these up as best as we can. Get these that G and the V. And maybe we can put some sort of light to try and light it up a little bit more as well. Let's see, decorations. Just like a golden area light or something. And maybe even hide it up. That way that just, yeah. There we go. That way it looks like those lights are actually lighting it up. Let's see how that looks like in the day. Still looks pretty decent, so I think we'll go with it. Alright, so PM. The park is looking very stylish at night at the moment, which is really cool. Enjoying it quite a bit. So I'm going to go in here and we're going to add a couple of lights here in the back. I'm going to dim these up. Maybe kind of dimmer. Just so there's lights back here in the backstage area so employees can at least kind of see. I guess I do need to make a door back behind here on this building. So we're just going to get rid of that. And we're going to go doors. See what we can find. Just something kind of simple. And we'll just color it accordingly. There we go. So Golden Valley essentially is kind of more just like a shopping slash restaurant center. As of right now, that was their original intent, with, you know, maybe a with a nice little Ferris wheel, really cool water show that's really gonna attract people into there. So, and then it just is going to kind of grow into this awesome park, and it's gonna have, I hope, my goal is to really have some really cool nighttime stuff as well. So eventually we're going to add some fireworks and different things like that to make it look even better. So I'm very excited about this. It's gonna turn out cool. I'm excited, just excited to get this park open and watch the guests walk into the park. Alright, we're gonna put a light every other tree. And we're gonna do it on both sides. That way there's light leading up to the park. And take a look at that park. It looks so good at night. It looks really nice. And that was my goal, is that it looks really nice at night. Alright, so I think we're pretty much almost ready for opening. I mean, I don't know what else I would really need to do. I'm actually going to check these. I think these are square panels. So does the low res, the square? I don't know what high res and low res is. I mean, it says high res and low res, but I don't know if it really affects anything. Anyways, alright, so I don't think there's really much more I need to do before we open this baby up, but are you guys ready? It's July 3rd, year 1, so just in time for summer. So just in time around the middle of summertime is when we're going to be opening. So, without further ado, we're going to switch this sucker on. Attractions and shops are going to be open. I'm going to rename this to Valley Wheel. Make sure it's testing, I guess. And shops are all open. So that's awesome. And that's what I forgot, is the bathroom. That's what I was going to build, was a bathroom. Because I completely forgot about the bathroom. Being the amazing planner that I am. So I got an idea of how I'm going to work this out. We're just going to kind of build off of this a little bit and kind of shove it in there in a way. Because I didn't actually plan this through. We're just going to place 2 bathrooms right here. Okay, so this is the last thing we'll do. And then we're going to hire some staff real quick before we press that play button. So we'll need to hire some staff. Excuse me. We already got some, but we need to hire some official people. Alright, so I plopped down 2 bathrooms. Alright, so we'll have this building go back just a little bit. They're just going to be kind of like a small set of bathrooms, nothing real big or anything. Let's use the smooth concrete. And we're going to use the walls again for the top. It's just going to have a nice little flat roof. And let's get a sign on there. Facility signs. Just place that in the middle. And then I'm going to get a custom sign just across over here. That's say restrooms. Whoops. It always never picks up my first one there. Alright, so this is the text color. Restrooms have a tendency of being blue. Text for blue for whatever reason, but that always seems to be the case. Alright, so we got a couple of restrooms now. Let me detail this just a pinch. That way it's not completely terribly boring. And by that I just mean like a couple of cornerstones. Yeah. Okay, so everyone was saying I need some security cameras, which I do agree. We'll add some security cameras real quick as well. We'll place some on the bathrooms. We'll align the surface here. We'll just place a couple throughout the park. Whether it be over here. Even have one. Let's see, we can use this as well if we wanted to. Might even be able to fuse it with the lights here. Alright, so a couple of cameras over there. And we'll have a couple over here as well. Over by the Ferris wheels, since we don't have any. On either side. Alright, that covers that. I guess to stay symmetrical, put some on this side as well. Alright, it's in between the second tree, but right there. Okay. So now we got some cameras. Over there. So we got some up front. And that should be pretty decent on those. Let's add some park benches over in the entrance area. That way we have some. Didn't even think about that. And we'll even add a couple of litter bins as well. There we go. And that's good. Now we gotta look at the staff side of things. Staffing. So we got a couple of maintenance guys. I only need one at the moment. Let's get these guys up to 180. I want to make sure they don't quit or anything, so Gotta make sure they work really nicely in our park. So, gotta make sure they're getting paid. Alright, so now for more staff, we're gonna grab a couple of security guards. And a couple of janitors, because we don't need that many. And I only need one mechanic because we only got one ride. And as of right now, we're not going to have any entertainers just yet until the park expands a little bit. But we're going to leave it kind of like that as of right now. So, park is staff, and I forget, before I open or press play, did I forget anything? We got cameras now, we got staff. Is there anything else? I believe we are going to be good. Alright, it's early in the morning too, so this is perfect for, because we're gonna be opening, and we got a nice little, alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add a couple of cars in the parking lot, because, you know, really, gotta have some cars in the parking lot. I just have some simple ones from the workshop, nothing too fancy or realistic, but at least there's something. I got a couple of different colors in here and variants. That way you have some cars in here. Here's a red one. This one's a little bit wide though. It's got a wide car. But I guess we can actually just sit this over here. Will these even fit? No. I was gonna say we can sit these off to the side, and then I can just add from the colors if I wanted to. That way we can just go, well, I want this yellow one over, oh man, I got the art shapes mixed in there. I don't want to do that. So deselect that. There we go. And now I can just move these wherever I want. So we got this nice little teal car, kind of. Is that the color that we're gonna call it? I'm not gonna completely fill the parking lot, but I'm gonna put them in there. So I do need to get on the Steam Workshop and find some better ones. Which I could technically just do right now. Since I forget, you can just literally pop the Steam Workshop up while you're playing and find stuff. Always useful, I have found. Alright, we don't have any cars over here yet. Alright, we'll move this green one. Whoops. Hate it when I forget that. Alright, now we'll move this green one. We don't have any on this side, so we'll just place them over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Steam Workshop, see if I can't find any better cars. Can you zoom out so I can see the whole park? That's it so far. Again, this is just a opening year, so we're just gonna have a couple of things, and we're gonna expand throughout the years. Alright, so let me see. Let's see, Shift Tab. You guys won't be able to see it, but I can. And I'm gonna see what kind of stuff I can find. A couple of you have already mentioned a couple things, so I'm just gonna type cars and see what I find. Alright, there's 36 pages. Yeah, I'm looking for the cars by Urthris, or I don't know exactly how his name's pronounced, but I watch his stuff sometimes, so let's see. I'll just type in his name and see if I can't find him. Oh, I found a really good one, a really cool Cadillac. That looks interesting. Alright, there he is. Let's see if I can't... Planet Coaster Vehicle Pack. There it is. And then he's got his parking lot on the workshop too, which is awesome. I want to see if he had anything else. There's 4 pages here. Man, he actually has quite a few stuff, which is nice. Renaissance Fair Park. Really cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get his car pack here, because he's also got some cool vans and stuff in there. We're going to go ahead and use that. So, full credit goes to him for the cars that I'm about to put in. If I can find them. I love how you don't even have to exit the game to get this stuff in here. Oh, I got vintage cars. I remember finding those. Okay. Not seeing them. Are they? There they are. I always feel dumb when you can't see them. My gosh, these are heavily detailed. We'll just place them all over here for right now. Had so many parts to them. Oh, did they place? Or did I kill the game because it's frozen? Oh gosh. Quick save before something happens. Okay, the game's saved. Because that scared me. It must be that heavily detailed. I mean, you see all those parts to them. Whew. Alright, I just want to place. There we go. Let's see what all they have here. All he has here. He's got some really good pieces here, and it looks like they're all each individual pieces, so that's quite nice. Got some trucks. The proportions are a lot different from the other cars, that's for sure. So I might just get rid of the other cars. Look at those tires. Those tires look so much better. The only problem with these cars is they're gonna be hard to delete because they're all these different pieces. No! I didn't mean to do that. I meant to press Control and delete those. Of course, I don't know how well they stack up with guests next to them. I feel like these are a little bit small. But they do look the most realistic. That being said. I was hoping they'd be at least similar in size, that way I didn't have to worry about it all so much. Now we got like these vans and stuff, really cool. I mean, I use 2 pieces for my parking lot, or my parking spaces. I feel like that just a little bit more in what they're supposed to be, so. I won't put any of those vans in there, though. Alright, so now we're at the fun task of getting rid of the cards that I placed myself, but didn't want to place, because... And it deleted my traffic line, or my arrow. I don't want it to do that. I should just have to delete that. There we go. Now we're deleting them like I want to. See, it selects that, but I don't want that deleted, so we just want the car deleted. So all the progress that I made was wasted, because everyone was like, you gotta get these cars instead, they're better. Which I do agree, they're better. But I wish I would have known that before. Okay, delete. It's just like deleting people on Facebook you don't want to be friends with. And you don't know why you're friends in the first place. Delete. Oh, I think I got them all. Okay. Now all we got to do is move these. I love how they're all, or I love how they're actually each pieces themselves. So that makes it just a little bit easier to actually work with in the end. So see, they seem kind of dwarfed to my parking lot though. That's the only thing. But we will manage. Alright, these two are buddies, so they went ahead and parked next to each other. The only thing about these cars is they leave their lights on. I love how they have the headlights on. Those are kind of cool though, because if you go PM, they actually have lights on them, which is actually neat. On the back too. So that's a nice, interesting, little cool detail. I'm raising them up just because they're... It's just like my pet peeve of mine that their wheels are just slightly sunk in to the pavement. So I'm just raising up just a pinch. I'm trying to randomly place these in different spots. Let's get another truck over here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and keep the van over here as well. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of parking spots, but you know, in reality, I love like the little construction ones as well. Those are cool. Alright. I like this set a lot. It's really good. I'm glad that I picked these up. Alright, I'm going to have a lot of people in the middle there. See, and then after some point, they're going to go, whoa, we should probably have built a bigger parking lot for this place. And then they're going to expand. So that's kind of the feel that we're going to be going for in the park. Alright, now we got this little like golf cart thing. Looks is actually pretty funny. I'm gonna put it over here. And then as for the buses or RVs, we're gonna have them, they're gonna be parked on the sides here because the park was so popular at opening that they have nowhere to park these things, so they decided to just kind of park them off to the sides where they could find room. And there we go. That looks pretty good. All right, are we ready for this opening? I am. I'm ready for this park to open. All right, let's set our park hours as well. Make sure all this is set before we open up the park. So, ticket prices, as of right now, they're going to be free because everyone's going to be paying stuff on the inside of the park because all there's going to be is literally just shops and stuff, and then you got the Ferris wheel, and then since the Ferris wheel is by itself, the only ride in the park, they're going to be able to have to pay for that as well. All right, let's have us open till 10 p.m. I think that's a good idea. We're going to stay open till 10 p.m. each day. And then as for a maximum of guests, let's go, for right now, let's keep it at 2,000. I don't know. I think that would be 2,000 would be a little bit too crowded in there, but we'll keep it at 2,000. That way it's not too crowded. I love the options. They're really fun. All right, so that's that. And now we're going to go set the price for the Ferris wheel. $350 seems fair. And let's get started, I guess. So it's not going to have like a huge grand opening or anything. It's just going to open. People are going to get excited as they have the water show to look forward to. And here we go. Park is now officially open. Welcome to Golden Valley. Now we're going to see the park guests start walking in here pretty soon. Pretty exciting. There they are. Let's see how many people got the memo of this new awesome place opening. We don't need ATMs just yet. We're not going to do those just yet. But here comes the guests. Here they come. See, instead of driving here, they all walked here. I don't know why. Probably because there's not a whole lot of parking. Oh gosh, lagging. Lagging already. Lagging already. Ah, it's so good. What poles? What poles are you talking about at the entrance? What poles do I need? I don't know what he's saying. Poles at the entrance. Oh my gosh, this guy's he is pumped. He wants to be the first person in this place. He is ecstatic to be the first guest in there. He is just sprinting. Oh, he missed the water show. How saddening. Where's he running to? Oh, they're gonna be walking through the... They're gonna go walk right through that, I bet. Walk right through that truck. It looks, he's getting out of the truck. That's what it is. Everyone's just gonna walk right through that truck. Okay, we're just gonna move this truck out of the way since everyone's just gonna walk through it. Since, you know, reasons. Oh, those poles that go in here so people can't actually drive into the park. I got you. I don't got you because I don't even know how to build it. Let's see if there's anything in the Steam Workshop here that I can use for that. I don't even know what I would search. No. I just want... Where am I at? What am I doing? I don't want to browse all workshops. Gosh darn it. I just want to be in the Planet Coaster workshop. I've gotten myself lost in the workshop. Where... All games, Planet Coaster, thank you. Where's the... Why am I stuck here? I don't want to be stuck there. I just want to be here. No. What is... Now I'm in the store. I want to... workshop. There we go. I think I figured it out. Okay, now I'm gonna search. Let's search for this. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know what actually to do here. But do we really need them? Let's see what I can find. I guess you can just use the art shapes. That's the only thing that... That's the only thing that pops out to me is art shapes, and then we can, like... just recolor them. Just a little bit. Man, we need so many of them, though. And they're not evenly placed around because of my skills. I mean, they look legit enough. Guess they're gonna walk right through them, but it looks legit enough. But they all seem to be going... It's okay, they're walking through everything right now. Here they come. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Oh my goodness, these people are coming in, man. You gotta get that wheel open. This place is about to fill up. Oh my, this is a huge grand opening. Told you they're gonna walk through the poles. That's okay, they walk through all the stuff all the time. There's just so many people coming in at once. It's like you can use the other sides of the you don't have to use one entrance. You can use the other ones. That way it's less crowded. Or you can just crowd up the one side. However you want to do it. Oh my gosh. They're still coming in hot. Oh my. Oh my goodness. And just like, oh, here we go. Alright, we're gonna walk around as a guest. Did I spell that right? Yes, it. What was that noise? Okay. We're gonna walk in first person and experience our park for ourselves. And we can watch the water show going on. Well, there's our wonderful security guard. Looks so cool with the Ferris wheel in the background. Those are really nice water jets. They're so high up. There's already 400 people in this park. And they're still coming in hot. It's mostly because the scenery rating is above, like, past the roof, just because there's trees throughout this entire place. That's the only reason why we have so many people coming in. Some hats, fantastic. So this place is about to fill up a ridiculous amount. So to handle the crowds, they're going to have to expand the park because there's just too much success going on. Our guests going to start using the other side because no one's using this side. See, I wish they would kind of change. All right, there's a guy. See, this guy's smart. He's like, I'm not waiting in line for that. I'm going to go over here and just walk right in. He's like, that makes sense, right? Wow, this place has become a huge hit. Oh, no. Why did we do that? Already littering inside my park. How's the management side looking? I want to make sure our staff is happy. Let's make sure we train them all. Make sure they're all paid a fair amount. There we go. We almost have 1,000 people in this park already. There's hardly anything to do in here, too. We got one ride and a couple of shops, and look at these people. Holy crap. Oh, it's getting nighttime, though. It's going to be really cool. Now that it's nighttime, this place is filling up. A little more. Oh, let's see the water show. Again. Ooh. I worked hard on this show, you know. Bam. Bam. Sploosh. I see people getting on the Ferris wheel now. Having such a wonderful time here in Golden Valley. Back here you can see the back with all the fire. And its fiery goodness. Awesome. Let's take a look at how the Ferris wheel is doing so far. Is there a line? Oh yeah, you bet there's a line. A full queue line. Oh, it looks so cool from here, though. Yeah, I did realize, you know, what is this park going to get in year 2? So that is a good question, and you guys will find that out next time. So I just wanted to get the park open and rolling around and walk around a little bit. Look at the crowds here. Holy crap. There's a lot of crowds here already, and I think it's actually really cool, just like it's a grand open. Oh, it's starting to thin out here as the people come in, which is thankfully, because we're starting to go overwhelmed with the amounts of crowds that we're getting in the park, mostly because of the scenery rating. The park rating's over 3,000, mostly because of all the trees that have been placed in the world already. So, anyways, hopefully we won't lag out too bad while we're trying to build in this park. That's my biggest fear, is that the park's just going to lag out a lot, so I can't wait. So year 2, we'll see what is going to be in store. We're going to be adding on to the park each and every year, just like Central Ridge. So it's going to have something new every single season, whether it be a new ride, a new shop, it's some sort of attraction each and every year. I'm so excited now that we got the park open and everything is going to start falling into place, because this is the opening day where they're just going to be like, wow, we have a lot of people, and they're going to hear their feedback, and their feedback is going to say, hey, we need more shops, we need more rides, we need more this, and we're going to build those things throughout the future in the park. So it's going to make a lot of people exciting and stuff. There's still no one using this side of the entrance, so it's just funny. So it looks like the left side of the park is just a little more exciting than the right side at the moment, you know, which is, I can understand a little bit, you know. So we'll see. But I love hearing your guys' predictions of what you think's coming to the park the following years. You know, what's coming in year 2, what's coming in year 3, what's coming in year 4, what's coming in year 5. You never know. It could be a roller coaster, it could be just a shop, it could be a new bathroom, or a couple of flat rides. You never know. I'm very excited to get into this, and we'll probably get into year 1 year 1/year 2 starting I will probably stream this tomorrow again, most likely. I don't ever guarantee stuff, just in case stuff does happen. So but yeah, we will officially have year 2 construction on next episode. So we are going to be running year 1 in the next episode, but we're going to be planning for year 2. So that's going to be how it's going to go on and everything. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. So excited that the park's open and we're ready to go. But but thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment and like, subscribe for more content like this. I had a lot more viewers than I usually do for this series, which is awesome during this live stream. If you haven't checked out the Westwood cinematic video yet, go check that out. Just posted not long ago, earlier, a couple hours ago. So anyways, that's super awesome, and I'm very happy of how it turned out. So we have bigger and better things to come. So I will see you guys next time. Make sure you have a great day and an even cooler tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you. And goodbye.